Okay, so today is actually our last class, and so we'll discuss about a bit of certifications and how can we. So there, in all this class, did you? I mean, do you have any questions? Like, do you guys have any questions in the whole QA class? I mean, if you have any questions, or if you have any issues with any documents, or like why any documents you're not able to see, or any something which you can let me know. So I hope Rally is still working. So I hope everyone has access to Rally. So we can. Oops. So I hope you guys have practice here. So I mean, so your class will be ended by today. Okay, so today is the last class. Okay, yeah, okay. So somebody asked, right? So what we are going to do from tomorrow. So you need to check with your respective HR managers. Okay, mostly if you are good, I think you have Informatica class too, right? Informatica or data warehouse class. I think you need to attend that. Okay, and Unix classes. That's parallelly or so you need to attend that. Once all these classes are done, you will be able to come up with resume preparation and all those things. So better check with your respective HR managers. Okay, so you have better idea. What you will be doing. Okay. So did anyone do? So nobody did this, right? Oh, okay, good. Oh no, this is right. Project is always important. Uh, Nobody have written this one of it, but I hope you guys understood this. Okay, you know how to create this. So that's okay. Uh, but make sure you need to do good at the place. Okay, so because that's what your performance matters. How you're performing, what is your um, how you're doing at work is really important. Okay, so just don't stick to the tool as always. Like that's the important. So somebody asked, right? Uh, you know, um, so here's the thing. Um, So, if you have, so you guys have access to this Google Drive, right? Go ahead and, access this, and, you have this interview questions. Okay, just, go through this interview questions. So if you guys, if you really, want to have a mock interview, or you really think you're good to go, and, you can come up, I will be taking a mock interview, if you want, like, if you're requested from your HR manager, and, I will be asking you questions. So what you need to read is, all this. Is it would affect you? I'll be covering, most of this ETL questions, QA questions, and reporting. Okay, so all these three. Let me check if you don't have access to reporting. No, I'll also check that. Sure. If you have any questions, you can call me up. Okay, if I'm not available, you can send me an email. Okay, so I'll help you out. Okay, so here you need to refer this. A lot of FAQs. QA. Go to QA. Just read through this. Okay, I can go ahead and this is not really complete. I mean, but this gives some idea on like FAQ, like what exactly. So most of them I have explained all these things. Some of them I really did explain. That's true, but just go through this. Okay, um, understand the process. Okay, so this is QA. Yeah, this is also testing. No, we have gone through all the various types of testing, but there are some logic questions. There are some interview questions like there are some general questions. Okay, so uh, there was a question. Okay, so let me ask you this. So you have this ETL. So let's say an interview guy asked, okay, so this ETL project is going on. So we are migrating from one database to another database. Okay, but unfortunately the source is a file. Okay, the source is a file, and the target is database. So how would you compare with that? How would you compare the source and target when the two platforms are different altogether? Okay, so these are a few of the questions actually. These are general questions which are not, which are, I have not told you about this, I have not discussed on this, but these are things you need to, really look into it. Okay, and the next question is, what are the various database validations you perform? Okay, the next question is, what are the various database validations that you perform? Okay, and you need to come up with answers. I'm not going through answers. You need to check with someone, or check with any of those people who will be teaching you. Okay, so you know that is one thing. And so Informatica folder. So okay, so let me check if you're trying to download Informatica. So try again. It's not really that huge, but no. Okay, somebody asked, right? So they're having some difficulty in downloading the Informatica. So it's not really that way. Maybe the network connectivity or issue or something. Okay, try again. If you're not able to download, call me. Okay, call me or email me. Okay, I'll call you back, and we can work on this. Okay, no issues. Informatica folder. Let me check where exactly. Ah. Oh, so this here. Wow. Okay, so this is I don't think we will have any issues, but try again. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Um, try again. If it doesn't work, okay, I'll help you out in this. Okay, so now let's start. So I'll be talking about this certification today. Okay, so here you can achieve the certifications. So this is again we'll go back. This we are discussing about this. Why do you really require certification? Okay, if you are good, if you're good, go ahead with ISQB. Okay, you need to pay some pay amount and you need to get certified. That is real thing. That is the real certification you do. But this is something which is free. Okay, this is something which is free. You just sit at home, have internet connection, go through this, watch few videos. You don't like videos, don't worry about it. Answer some questions, answer the questions, and get some certificate. Okay, we'll go through this just pretty quick here. So I've also given you homework on this. So I don't think anyone has done. Okay, so let's why do we need, why really we require this? Okay, that's a good question, right? Why really we need this certification? See, here's the thing. So whenever you submit a resume, right? Whenever you submit a resume, it has to go through various process, a lot of filtering process it takes, right? Once it goes to particular, from one place to another. Let's say that you get this from the client, okay? You get this lot of resumes to the client, and client doesn't get one or two, right? They have a bunch of resumes, like 10 to 15 resumes, and they are selecting only one candidate. Now they are not, taking home 10 to 15 candidates, right? They get 10 to 15 candidates, but they are going to select only one, if it's large team, of course, two. Not really more than that, that's only one position available and only one thing is there. So now they will be selecting with, which they have all the qualities that require in, doing the job, okay, as a QA or the ETL tester or data analyst, whatever it is, okay, software tester, ETL tester, ETL developer, whatever. So they are looking some specific qualities that are required to do the job, right? Now, everyone resumes look same, no big deal. Everyone's like 10 to 50 resumes. Now, but your resume have to stand out in all these resumes, right? There are 10 to 15 resumes, and everyone looks same. No difference, no big deal. And it's kind of luck, right? They can hire anyone. No big deal. They call for the interview. Okay, you're good. Okay. So that's not what we want. That in that case, that's kind of it's like selecting lucky numbers, and from that that's not good. So what we are if your resume has to stand out, you need to have some skills that you need to show. So this is certification is thing which shows you really it's uh, it actually shows you that you are different from all these resumes. Okay, so because you have the certification and nobody has the certification in 10 to 15. Okay, so that's that makes a difference. Okay, this is what we are looking for. This guy has some certification. Okay, not big deal, but it's really a certified guy, and has the. So that's why I recommended this certification process, which is which helps you for, and it's just free, just free, and just put some time, put some effort on and just sit at home. You don't have to pay money or something like that. You don't have to, just it requires some time, answer some questions. That should be good. That's the reason. If you're good, go ahead with the ISQB. Okay, that is, that's International Board of Quality Testing. So this is for, you can go ahead with this if you really think you're good, and you can really pass the exam, and but here you need to spend some money, get this admission, you need to spend your money. Okay, and a lot of this requires some time to work on this, and you get the certificate, and you need to book the testing center, all those things. But here we'll just get pretty quick here, just 8 hours, or maybe max 2 days, and that's it. You will be having certificates on your hand. Okay, so this is really good, but okay, so let's go here. We have this 3 certification, that is from, one is Sailor Academy, and the other is from Microsoft MBA, that is called Microsoft Virtual Academy, and third thing is Solo Learn. Okay, so we'll go through. If you are really, to start with, I would say Microsoft is good. MBA.microsoft.com. Okay, let's remember this URL. MBA stands for Microsoft Virtual Academy. Okay, and once you go through this, so to register this, of course, you need to have your email ID from either live.com or Outlook, mostly Outlook.com email ID. Get registered for that. That's free. The email ID is free, and once you register, you can log in automatically here. Okay, so once you log in here, okay, So here you get this dashboard, right? So this is the dashboard. Now we want, let's say if you are looking for software testing. Okay, here you go. So you have, you get a lot of options here. Go ahead and click with software testing fundamentals. Once you click on that, so this is a little bit, starting. I mean, it's basic level. They also have this advanced level. You can go ahead. So once this rating, I see this rating. This is 3, 4, 5. That is okay. 3.5 out of 5. Okay, that's about 147 people have rated. So that's not bad. I mean, 4 is good. I always look at rating. So rating is always, helps me out. So do I really want to do this? Do I really want to proceed with this? Anything. It might be, online buying or, testing process or whatever it is. So I look at the rating. So 147 people have rated it, and I see this 3.5. Okay, not so bad, not so good. I'd see like 4 and 5. 5 means I just do it. Okay, so that means people are really like this, and this is really good. 3.5 is good, so So here you get the screen, and and you have here is the some of the modules you need to cover. Okay, this is similar what I have told you in the class. It's different, little bit different. I mean completely different, but you have some videos. Once you complete this each module, you have this test. Okay, this is a test, and you need to answer this test, and it's easy. If you fail first attempt, no worries. Keep on doing until you pass. Okay, you need to get I think 4 out of 5. That's that's and you can keep on doing. Keep on doing until you pass this. There's no like minimum time, or there's no limit of that. So that's the beauty of this. To start with, I would recommend to start with this or if you are really looking for a test, here is this recommended by Microsoft. Oops, let me do it. Okay. Move the page. Okay, so you can get directly from Microsoft once you complete this. So this is kind of mini certification. Okay, not exactly certification, mini certification. Okay, once you do this, complete all the tests, and you will be getting certified. So how do you get that? Once you complete all this, go to the dashboard. Okay, once you click on dashboard, and move to, so this is the profile. Go to the courses, go to accomplishments. Okay, so here is here what are the list of trainings I have completed. Okay, so these are the list of certificates I've got, and I can download the transcript too. The transcript is important if you're really looking into some school, joining some school or something. This transcript really helps. They waive off 1 or 2 credits for that. Okay, so this is a certificate you get once you get this. Just look at it. So this is what you'll be getting this certificate. That's okay, certificate of completion, and what software testing fundamentals. And this you'll be having this right away because you don't have to pay money or something. You don't have to this is just like I'm like okay, I'm free. Today I'm free. I want to do this because I want to put it in my resume, and just so that I really completed this. I really know this. For that reason, you can have this certificate. So this is how it looks like, and if you want to have transcript, this transcript also helps. You should get this. So, but the only problem with this is they only have. Okay, the only problem with this is they only have all the Microsoft, information. Like they have Microsoft database, Microsoft, tools, all the tools, whatever they are using is just all from Microsoft. There's no IBM, there's no Oracle, there's no, they have their own self-centered, only Microsoft. But then, you can give it a try to start with, okay. So this is what, you get this transcript. So this is a transcript, what transcript I have completed. This is, this is directly from MBA, this Microsoft Virtual Academy. Okay, So there's no grades here. That's the only thing. They might have put some dates here. That would have been good. But you get this transcript. Okay. So you can give it a shot, or whenever you're free, just try to do this so that it adds some weightage to the resume, right? It adds some weightage saying that okay, yeah, I completed this. I know this. Um, I'm certified. At the max, take a certificate, right? In your hand, take a certificate, and I'm certified in software testing fundamentals. There is, if you are, if you want to know more, look at this. This is my certificate. Take a hard copy and say that, yeah, you can get with this. I'm certified in software testing. So you have to be, pretty much proactive. So that's what I mean. If you want to, you need to be very proactive. Someone asks some question, you need to answer that. So there will be an interview question. So somebody asked, right? So in my interview, so like, okay, so are you, certified with software testing? Yeah, I'm certified. This is, that's what it shows in the resume. And if you want, I can give you a hard copy right away. You just take some hard copy and show it them. This is the. So that's how that's how that adds to your not just in your resume but also to your skills. Okay, so you are showing that you have really good skills. Okay, showing that you are good for that job. Okay, no one else is good. Okay, so I mean this is free. I mean this is free, so you can try it whenever you want. So that is one. Again, like if you're really pro, you're a pro guy, and okay, let's go to that later. We'll go to solo learn. Solo learn is another option. But the problem with this is they're really not, testing point of view. But let's quickly check this. You just register once and you're good. I really like this solo learn because okay. So because the certificate looks really good. Let's quickly check the certificate. Okay, I've completed the 2 certificates here. Let's quickly check the certificate. So now, if I look at this, this is how the certificate looks like. And this, I've completed successfully. So again, people who have doubts that you need to pay, you don't have to pay a penny in this. Okay, I know, of course, you need to pay internet bill. Okay, so don't forget that. So if you are having internet, you need to pay that internet bill, except that this is free. Okay, so you are accessing this free. Okay, and you're not paying any penny to get these certificates. Okay, so that's the only thing. So. But of course, if you're not paying the internet bill, then no, you cannot access this. So, okay. So, technically, you're not paying anything to get this certificate. Okay, this certificate is completely free of charge, and just it needs some, your time and effort. Do this, and you should be good. And the best part is, again, in this solo learn, if you fail, I mean, it's not kind of fail, it's if you don't answer a question properly, you keep on, keep on trying it, keep on trying. There's no time limit, there is no, objection, like, you have completed today, don't complete tomorrow. It's nothing like that, you can keep on giving answers until you really have a right answer. Okay, so that means that takes time, of course. That takes really a lot of time. Previous classes they told like they took like they said like they were working for 2 days. I think it took 2 days. I don't know how much they worked on it, but 2 days and they completed the certificate. Okay, so that's how. That's right. Yeah, that's so. That's what I was saying. Like, solo learn don't have many certification portion. The MBA has good, you have like software testing. Here you have the SQL fundamentals. Okay, I would say go ahead with SQL because let's really check here. Because here, if you're really interested in coding or something, okay, you can go ahead with this. I mean, they keep on adding this, but really they have only few of those, only these things. There are no more beyond this, I guess. But again, it's completely free. It's completely free. I would start from SQL. Go ahead, start with SQL because you'll be learning SQL, or go ahead and start with SQL. I think moving forward, if you're really interested in programming, you can go with Python or C++. And this is a little bit, they use a lot of language in this. So, but for now, yeah, just start with SQL. Okay, this is the only thing that SoloLearn has. Okay, that's the only problem. But the certification part is really good. You get this certificate number 2 here, 1060. I don't know if you use this, but you get this certificate, and this is how it looks like. Okay. Okay, yeah. Somebody pointed out that's a problem in the SoloLearn. You don't have many options there, not very many options. But then you have, you can complete SQL, at least SQL part. Later on, you can think about it, because SQL is also important, right? If you are going as ETL tester or data analyst, here's the thing: going ETL tester, data analyst, ETL developer, or anything related with SQL, data analyst, or that will help. Okay, so that will help. That okay, SQL, so that's a certificate would help in either way. So here, if you are going as a QA, this MBA is is good. Next, let's go to Sailor Academy. Okay, this is a little bit, if you think you're a pro, okay, you know stuff, you can do it in one shot. You don't need any help, and you're really good in this. So try Sailor. Okay, so if you think, if you think you're really good in this, and you can have this. And there is okay, so you can have this, software engineering. Okay, this you have a lot of things to do here. I need to spend, I think, a lot of time here. That's like 13 hours plus 9 hours plus 4 hours and so on. So it's a lot of work because this completes a lot of information. Software engineering is completely, it covers everything, like from Scrum Master, what the responsibilities of Scrum Master, what the responsibilities of product owner, what's the responsibilities of, developer, whatever developer, ETL developer, or, software developer, and what is the responsibilities of testers, and all those things it covers. So pretty much it covers whole hierarchy actually, not from management perspective, but from a development perspective. Okay, how to design the software, that is architect level, right? It's ETL architect, software architect, don't have to be ETL, and then, then it's testing. Not is only testing, but, you need to cover all this and write an example. And this is again free. So the problem with this Sailor is, you need to attempt advance. If you're attempting second time, you need to wait for 7 days. So that's the problem. But the certification is really good part here. Let's quickly check how the certificate looks like. And the best part of Sailor is, this is how it's looks like. And the best part is you can validate this certificate. Once you get the certificate, here there's a verification code, and they say like you can go to the website and verify the certificate. Is this good or not? Is it genuine certificate or not? So I really like that. See this? Please visit for verify this authenticity of this certificate. Now that's really good. No one does that. MBA doesn't have that option, and SoloLearn doesn't have option. This has really good option. you just have this software engineering. You have this instead of this, you will be having software engineering. And when did you complete? And if you want to visit, you can visit this and put the verification code. So now that's a really good way of displaying so that you can verify the authenticity. So, but this is a little bit advanced. I would say if you start with MBA, okay, start with MBA, complete software testing, you can go ahead with Sailor, Solo Learn, get SQL Fundamentals certificate. Okay, that should help you, for the long run or short run. Okay, and if you're really good and want to do this, Sailor is pretty good. So, you have to complete software engineering. That covers almost every part of your software process, right from software development, software testing, software handling, the Scrum Master, architect, all these things is just put to one. So I never wrote this exam. So this. Yeah, you need to do once you write the exam, the certificate will show up. Okay. Maybe I'll try this if I get time. So this is how you can do this. So, any questions in this? Certifications. Why do we need certifications, and why really I concentrate on certificates? We need to of course have the skills, of course the skills of QA or whatever job responsibility you're working on. Beyond that, you also need the certifications. That really shows to the your hiring manager or your hiring the person who hires you, right? Says that okay, you are a good guy. Okay, you have the certificates, you have the skills. Yeah, we can hire you. So that's how they have to feel when they interview you, and whenever they uh, whenever they take interview with you. Okay? So that's about it. So any questions? Okay, so no one has questions. Let's move to the next topic. Um, so we'll go to this. We'll pretty much have this look on this. The team foundation server. Okay, let's go to this. You don't have to know it, or you don't have to know everything. So I told you already 2 test management tool, right? 3. One is Rally, the other is Jira. So prepare this 2 good. I mean, prepare at least 1 good. Don't have to be many. Just prepare Jira. That should be good. Have an idea on Jira. Have an idea on HPLM. That should be that should be good. And we'll just go to pretty quick test Team Foundation Server. What is Team Foundation Server? Team Foundation Server is also a test management tool, but this is from Microsoft. Okay, Rally is from CA Technologies, and Jira is from Atlassian company, and HPLM is from HP, and this is Team Foundation Server is from Microsoft. So all these companies, it's really a little bit confusion. I know there's too many things, but to have an idea is good, because you need to know, because we are putting a lot of information in a resume. You need to justify yourself. You know this, yeah, I know this. I use this, I know. We used to navigate this all the process. We have a lot of projects. We used to use Kanban process. We used to use Scrum. We used to use Agile. So you need to get that feel, saying that okay, we have done everything. So that's the reason, right? So Let's go to this. So here is good thing. What Microsoft has this option is, oops, this is a DFS. Oh, I'm not sure does it work. Okay, so I'll try to give you access to this. If it works, that's good. Because this has security implications. Okay, there's not, they really don't want to. They don't want to share this, so that's a problem. Insurance. So can try this. Okay, I'll try to get this. Okay, so here's the thing. So here you have a lot of projects again, you know. Um, okay, so you have this, projects here. Again, you can create all these projects. Not you, of course, you don't create any project, but whoever is responsible, Scrum Master, and whoever is will be creating this project here. So here you have this interface is different here. Okay, so we have worked through a lot of interfaces here. So here is interfaces, and you can go click on this. If you have access, we get this dashboard screen. Okay. So go to the dashboard. So here you have these options like dashboard, code, work, build and release, test. Okay. So this option would not be there. This is admin option. So you'll not be having this option, but as a tester, you'll be having access to this. Okay, good. So let's say this is the dashboard. You can customize the dashboard again, like Rally, Jira, and not like HPLM. HPLM don't have this option. You can customize this. Okay, and this also has a download. So if you, for instance, you cannot work on this web application, you can download this. Um, for your convenience, you can do this. And here you have this option. You can edit this dashboard whichever you want. Click this, customize it. Okay, close this. So I'll just keep it the way it is. Here too you can just open like Jira, you can open in one item right from here. If you want like bug or a big feature, issue, task, test case, user story right from here. So you can customize this. Want to put it here? Oops. You can drag it here if you want, or I'll just put it here. Right? Okay. So here you can enter this and just you can click here. Okay, so you can do that. Once it has been successfully created, so let's quickly check. So let's say some feature has been created by your business analyst or product owner. Once it gets moving, once it gets into development, option. Oh, so here, this is not. This is integrated with Azure. So we really not interested in working with Azure. If you have Azure, you can just work with Azure, and all the files are saved in the cloud. Okay. Then we go to work. So if this is code. Coding is done by development people. Okay, so this coding, we really, we can have this access or we may not. Okay. So we really, it's not really required to go in the code and look what they're doing. If you have access, you can look into it. So here's the user story. Okay, so where did I find this? This is in work. Okay, you have this option, right? In the kind of menu bar here. The dashboard code work. So once you go to work, these are the user stories. Okay, so only one here for now. So here you can put the state. You want what state it is. Okay, you can do all this. You can email it, you can delete it, copy the HTML. So you can have a lot of options here. And this integration part they have, very good. This is useful whenever the code is being deployed, right? So whenever the code is being deployed, it sometimes might get updated automatically. Okay, so let me click here. So this arrow icon, you see this arrow icon, which is right arrow. When you click on this, two options shows up. Okay, now you have this. You can create. So these are all under user stories. Everything we work is under user story. Okay, there is no. So user story is kind of parent, and everything what you work, task, test cases, bugs, epic features, and all those things comes under user story. Only user story. There's no beyond that user story, because which user story you are working on, which test case are you preparing on for which user story. So that means, let's say there's a task here. Okay. Showed up there's a bug also here, and let's you double click on this and this shows up in detail explanation. Just like we have this in detail, right? This is good. We have this detailed information here, and you see this what is the task related to, and you can update the task, you can put the screenshots and all those things similar like Rally and Jira. Okay, any comments? Give comments, and what is the priority for this? You assign this priority. What exactly is this about? We are working on testing, not development. Or if development has this test cases, so development may have their own test cases. Okay, sometimes development have their own test cases, so they might have their own tasks. So they will put this development or documentation or whatever team they're working on. Okay, so these are efforts. So these are mandatory fields. Okay, so this in every test management tool, these will be there. You cannot remove this. Okay, so these are the important. And what is the implementation? And if you have links, put the links. Okay. And attachments, put the attachments if you have any attachments. So this is, it's kind of task. So it's for a task, and you have a lot of information you can move. So if you want to move this from different project, move to team project, you can do all this in this here. So I want to chart and close this. So that's about the task. Okay. When you want to create one, click on this plus icon. So this is the user story, right? This is the user story, and okay, this is the user story. Whatever user story you're working on, whatever project you're working on, always make sure you add a task to that related to the user story. Let's say I want to add this task. Click on this task or bug. You don't have to. As a tester, you might have only two, right? So this is only two options here. Okay, so if you double click on that bug, spelling mistake, I'll just do this here. Okay, so again, this is a bug screen, similar process. How do you reproduce the steps? You want to reproduce the bug, screenshot, always make sure a screenshot. So they also have an option here. You can attach a screenshot right in this steps itself. System info is like, what system you are using, what is like which operating system, if you're using too many operating system, if you're using too many browsers, if you're using too many, you want to put that information here so that developer might get better idea on what application and what browser and what operating system this bug is showing up. Okay, so comments, if you have any comments, okay, you can put it here. Again, similar to task, you have this option as history, who is being accessed, who is working on all this, and it links, okay, to if it's used to, attachments. So attachments, here, I would say attachment is good here itself. If you want to attach here, you can still attach here. People who have knowledge on this, they might still get an idea of what it's all about. Okay, so if there's any development link, link with it. Any work related, like this is this bug is for 2 or 3 projects. Go ahead and link an existing item or new item. You can do that. And which build is this? Okay, which build number you're working on, which integration. So all this will be same. Okay, so any test management tool. How many? But the user interface is different. Okay, see close. Okay, so that's how you can add, a task or a bug in a user story. So user story is really not, okay, you can add a user story here, but it's really not your job unless you are a product owner. Okay, you can start writing user story right from here and add it. Once you add it, you can have an option to, how much, option to double click it, you get information, all the information here. So that's in the work, okay, work module of this. Then let's go to the, oops, we have builds here. So this is builds for, this is not really for developers or testers. This is for middleware team who will be working on builds and putting new builds, and they keep updating the system. They keep because builds are everyday process. So if you are in agile, you will be having at least 3 to 4 builds per day. Morning 10 a.m., 2 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. and so on. What the builds they are up to, so they will be. So all this is related to not developer or testers, the middleware team. And we have this option. Let's go to the test pretty quick. So here you have this. You can also do load testing here too, right? I mean, you can do the load testing. Of course, there's a different tool altogether to use this, but here you can also perform some of the load testing part. This is really slow, and the server might be slow, so. Let's click on this. we wanted to explain this about Kanban here. Okay, so there is an option here, Kanban. So what we have discussed in Agile. So Agile we have various options, right? Agile we have Scrum, we have Extreme Programming, where we have this Kanban, uh, and so on. Okay, so we start off here. So this Team Foundation server uses pretty much Kanban process. And Scrum, you can use Scrum is like general level, and any tool you can use to Team Foundation server, Rally, Jira, whatever you want. Okay. Stuck. So yeah, it's like there is server. This Microsoft server is little slow here. This is cool. And moreover, this is in um, different window, right? So the cookies are not saved. So if the cookies are not saved, it doesn't show up quickly. Doesn't count. Okay, good. Now it finally shows up on the test plan. Okay. So here is the test plan. So test plan, um, you can write this, your test cases here. See, this few of the test cases are already written here. So we know to write a test cases, right? So I'm not going in detail here. We'll just look, click on, double click. Okay, so once you have written these test cases, you can write test cases here. Okay, insert step. So this is good. You don't need any other plugin or but Jira needs plugin to write the test cases. Okay, you can write test cases in this task itself, but this is little different. You have different module altogether, so you can write your own. Step one, step two, step three, and okay, you can also have the shade steps. That means you want to share with someone. Okay, that is the thing. And so, okay, if you want to upload any shade steps. So this is they were called in Microsoft environment. So this is all pretty much in Microsoft environment. In sense, if you are using Visual Studio, you need to use all their tools. So Visual Studio, TFS, SSIS, SSRS, all this belongs to their tool, and so they have pretty. There will be a good. Hmm, there will be no mismatch if you are using this all Microsoft products. If you're using a different product, then there will be issues. Okay, so here you write this test cases. Here you can write it, and okay, so here you can run it. Once you have written it, run it, run this test. It's similar to oops, did it run? Okay, once it's run, you can pass it, fail it, you can block it, or it's not applicable, or maybe you can add it more. Okay, so you have this option, and so that's about it. Let's go here. Something missing here. So this is the project actually which project. Once you get the project, you're writing test cases here. Okay, so this is one thing, and oh, I missed something here. maybe these guys have updated all this, so you don't have a lot of options right now. But there is supposed to one thing which I'm not getting. They have updated it. Maybe they. Oh, okay. Here you go. Then you have this option in what work. You have this backlog and board. Okay, so we have board. So let's go to the board. You have these two options. You can work on backlog or you can work on board. Either one. You don't have to work both. So let's go to the board section. So this is the Kanban. So this is what I was talking about. This is a board process. Let's quickly check um, how we were using in hmm, traditional method, which we were using. You see this when I told in the class. This is what a traditional method we were using. Put a long board and put the user stories, all those things. Now we don't require all this. We are good. You are doing this online. So that's problem solved. You don't print a lot of papers, you don't print, it's a lot of labor work. You don't require all this. Here, this is ready-made. Once the user story is new, just put it here. Now it's new. Once it starts user story, drag this guy here. This is sticky note. This is a sticky note. We're doing this online. No more papers, no more sticky notes. Once it's resolved, put it in resolved. That's good. Once it's closed, put it in close. So that's how you can create new item here. Whatever the user story, so we can create a number of user stories here. What is it about testing? Is it about development? Is it about impediments or whatever it is? Just drag this sticky note here and put it here. And this shows how many test cases are left, and this is how many tasks are there with this. So this is pretty much about Kanban sets. Okay, so this is also, but this is more of a traditional way of doing this. I would really not recommend this because this is long back. I think this was about 2008. No, I mean it is. There is people still follow this, but I recommend this. This is good board option where you want to write all your stuff here, user stories, testing related, development related, move to active, move to resolve, move to close. You can do that. Here you have 1 out of 5, but really this is a free version, so that's why we have this. But otherwise, you can create as per the requirements. Okay, so there will be no limit on this when you are working in corporate environment. Okay, so this is about Kanban. Okay, so now you can say that you're also working Kanban. Just moving this user story from one. So we have this board. Okay, this is online, and we are now no more doing any traditional work. Once it's resolved, close this. This is how we do this. Okay, just drag that user story from here and there, and just put it. And this is all online. We are not doing any traditional work here. So that's about it. So once you create in the board, this gets, I think, automatically gets created here too. Okay. And here you can write it here. You need bug or task, you can do it here or do it in the board. Because I think this is a bit different here. So, but you can try both. Any questions so far? Yeah, you can add user story actually here. And once this user story is added, you can move this user story from one place to another. Any questions? So this process actually is called Kanban. Okay, Kanban process may be a bit different, but this is a base. Okay, so that is, you're working in Kanban process, and this is what you need to know. Once you know, okay, you can move any advanced features of this Kanban. Okay, but there's not really lot in the Kanban. This is what you'll be doing. Okay, moving stories from one place to another. So I'll check with this. If I have, I'll try to give the access. This has software, security implications. This is not really trying to, but I'll still try to get this access. If I have the access, I'll give it by today. But you guys have access to Rally, right? Rally, Jira, HPLM, you need to request from Tagore. He will help you out. But two access, you really have this. That should be good. Third one, I'll be giving, hopefully by today. So if no one have any questions, can we close this class for today? Yeah, so you need to, somebody asked, right, when we are going to have the mock interview. So yeah, you need to go through this HR, from your HR manager, and then, see, here's the thing, I recommend better thing, go talk to your HR manager, and, CC always your manager, HR manager, and send me that, you are looking for mock interview. Okay, so in that case, I know that, you are actually, you are looking for mock interview. So make sure, check with your respective HR manager, and then, come back to me, CC HR manager, so that, I know that you are looking for a, mock interview. And I'll tell you what the questions, I'm not the questions, not really questions, but what syllabus, what I'm touching on, what interview questions, so that, you will be, having a better idea which you will need to look into it. And one more thing, right? So make sure you guys have this resume ready. Okay, don't depend on someone. Okay, so you don't want to depend on someone. You want to get your resume ready. If you don't have, ready resume, just look into it. I mean, look into some portal like Indeed.com. Download resume. Put some, put some project. Whichever you're comfortable with. Add some, and send it. Because uh, that's how you need to work. So you don't always depend on someone. So you don't have to depend on anyone. Look for yourself, and you can get it for yourself. So that's important thing. Okay, any more questions? So if you guys have no questions, can we close this class for today? Okay, thank you guys and good luck.